are back live, ladies and gentlemen, here on TalkShoe.com. Thanks so much for joining me, Dukect, here on TalkShoe.com. And also, you hear me live on YouTube.com/Dukect, also on BitChute.com. So, just search Dukect there. Also on FreakingAwesomeNetwork.com and on MagExpression.com. So I am humbled every day I'm on this site. It's awesome. Yes. Thank you. And I am happy to have anyone who is watching and, just being here and watching and doing all this stuff. It's humbling. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for being and just being here, man. Just listening and just doing the things. I love it. I love it. So once again, I'm humbled, and I want to say thank you for listening to me, Dukect. Well, I know someone is not listening. I think I have. Well, yeah, it's funny. Now it's official now. Since they're gone, I have much more of a higher Q rating on Twitch now, since Impact Wrestling is now gone. Yes, Impact Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, has been banned from Twitch. Oh gosh, it is. I know, but here's the thing: Impact Wrestling. I am just amazed that when things go wrong on every single level. It's amazing. I didn't make this stuff up. It's like now when you have Tessa Blanchard and her situation should have been a landmark for women in wrestling, and then all this stuff about her using the N-word and everything else. Tessa Blanchard, and I'll talk about that later. But then you got banned like this week. This week, I wasn't going to talk about it. I was just going to be like, I was going to talk seriousness. I'm going to be serious. This podcast is going to be a serious thing about Tessa, the word, all this type of stuff, and all that situation, how it came in. But no, they did. Impact just, I don't know what it is. Is it cursed? Is the company just cursed to do stupid? The stupidity is around it. I mean, is it cursed? I wonder if it is, I don't know what else you could call this. I don't know what this is. There has to be some type of work. Every time they take at least a step forward, they take 10 steps back, and this is what it is. Because you know why? Because RVD, it's just that RVD with this promo with his two girlfriends, talking how he did all this good stuff, in the previous Hard to Kill. He celebrated by winning his matches, and he had I think the promo. One of the girls showed a bit of the tit, showed and such, a well-drone malfunction, and I don't know, Access TV. I don't know if they caught that, but Twitch caught it, and they got banned for it. I mean, this, I'm like, wow, it's amazing. I don't know how it is. It was, and by the way, it was because of this segment on, and everything else. It was a, Rob Van Dam's girlfriend, segment with Kate Forbes and his girlfriend's girlfriend. The aired on Impact Wrestling, here's the thing, it was taped. They could have just said, maybe they could have looked at Twitch and such. I mean, think about it. I mean, the Twitch, the ban things from Twitch, which, let's see, I gotta look and, let me see if I can find the community guidelines. Here's the community guidelines on Twitch.tv. Here it is. right here, they have the right to reserve discipline of any kind. You can't break the law. It's self-destructive behavior, violence, and threats, hateful content and harassment, unauthorized sharing of private information. And here it is, right here, black and white, or in this case, white and purple. They had to have that brand thing. It is. But yeah, purple. It says nudity, pornographic, and other sexual content. Nudity and sexual explicit content or activities such as pornography, sexual acts, or intercourse, and sexual services are prohibited. Content or activities that threaten promotional sexual violence or exploitation are strictly prohibited. And sexually suggestive content or activities are also prohibited, although they may be allowed in educational contexts or for pre-approved licenses content. I doubt that promo RVD was showing was for educational purposes only. I doubt that. But here it is, right here. I will put, see right here, Twitch is, there it is. It's community guidelines. It's right here. In the website, it's right there. Don't do this stuff. All right? Don't. Just don't do it. But Impact, I mean, did they not see this thing and maybe the whole world, like, this violates it? Don't do it. They just did, and they just let it air. I don't know why they didn't let that air. No, Access TV might liked it, but didn't know on Twitch said, no, this is it. And they banned it. They banned it. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, heck, I'm watching AEW. I can watch AEW and NXT, all this stuff here. I can do that on Twitch. I can do all this other stuff here. Heck, there's like all this other stuff, art, retro, all this stuff, everything else about video games and all this type of stuff. But yeah, I can do, but yeah, here we are, Twitch, right here. They can't help themselves. They just can't do it. Impact Wrestling can't help themselves. They showed this. They showed their well, I can't say they showed the ass. No, they showed the tit, and they got them banned. I'm like, what are you doing? And it comes with Tessa Blanchard and such. The whole Tessa Blanchard situation. And I will talk about this stuff with Rosa Negra. Is willing to talk about this stuff as well. I'm going to talk about this right now, the Tessa Blanchard stuff. This is from CBS Nation, from KSI Seats. It says, La Rosa Negra discusses Tessa Blanchard racism and bullying allegations. He said that because it is this is the translation via YouTube settings. This is again and I believe in Puerto Rico and such, and I was in Spanish, but here it is in English. But yeah, here is the person who was doing all this stuff. Talked about this the whole situation. Is when I saw those tweets, I was in shock and impressed because since 2017, people have been pushing me to speak about something that isn't necessary. I don't like to talk about my personal life. I keep myself private. Reading all those fellow wrestlers' tweets that supported me and reading their names, it surprises me. Tweets from Renee, Michelle, Stina, Chelsea Glean, Shauna, and other wrestlers about the comment made to me, and reading all the other non-wrestling comments, I said I have to do something because it wasn't how it says it was. Maybe people took it wrong. I don't want to be exposed with this. Female wrestlers know what really happened and why I didn't say anything. Now I want to clear things up. I respected my work elsewhere about the comment that every wrestler has to respect themselves. It is right. But it didn't come from the right person. Working in the US and Japan, I didn't disrespect anybody. No female wrestlers, promoters, sponsors, or any fan. That's not me. People who know me know who I am. and the people I've worked for. NWA, Ring Warriors, Battling Bombshells, Shine, Stardom, Marvelous. Everywhere I work, they can tell you how I behave. I don't like to talk mean about people. You won't hear me talk bad about other wrestlers. I was there supporting people that helped me or didn't. Because when you're a part of this business, you focus on yourself, your work, and work with respect. I don't expect to receive any apologies. It's not necessary. I erased what happened. I gave it to God. I took it out myself. It saddens me that racism, envy, and bad things exist in sports. It is always there. As adults, when something bad happens, we can resolve things by talking. There's always a solution. Mine was to forget what happened in that April 2017 in Japan. I think this is a good experience for me because I now know that I had a lot of backup. It is impressive. I didn't know so many people knew about Switch until the Twitter thing. I feel fulfilled and tickled. I feel good, and I know I achieved what I wanted, and nothing will dull everything I achieve alone. And La Rosa Nago didn't mention Blanchard per se, but it doesn't refute what is already out there, despite the phrase, it wasn't how it says it was, wherever it refers to has been lost in translation. If the scene with Tessa played out as the wrestlers mentioned, reported it, La Rosa's approach was to forget the incident until Blanchard's tweet telling women support each other brought it back up. And I need to find this. There was supposedly, we'll just see if I can find the thing. I think I have it on let me look and see what this is. Whereas I know I have it. It could be. Where is it? Now my cat wants to get into my room. Hold on. Huey, come on in. He always does that. Let me just look. Let me see if I find it. Let me see if I can find it. Ringside News. Hopefully they did. Supposedly bodyslam.com. Supposedly bodyslam.net. I don't know if it's actually a situation about this, but it seems like they'd have apologized. Privately, La Rosa and Tessa, the issue, this is right here. A close friend of both Tessa and La Rosa Negra informed bodyslam.net that the issue between the two individuals has been resolved. A close friend stating the following: the issue regarding La Rosa and Tessa has been resolved. They both apologize to one another for what happened to them. If that's the case, and I'll put the link in the description. If it's wrong, I hope the whole Tessa racism, which, by the way, this is what she did. The whole story is Tessa Blanchard said a truth that's about supporting women, said cool things will happen when they do, and the next thing you know, Santa reminded Tessa Blanchard that time that she spit a woman's face and called her the N-word. It was the woman's La Black Rose, who is also known as La Rosa Negra. She said this. The story, yes, that happens in Japan in 2017. If Tessa Blanchard did not remember, I can. And I'm amigo and any of my coworkers around the world. Be kind of #racist, if not ridiculous, is a sickness. And it says, the reason I never said anything until now is because it wasn't my story to tell. I made clear to La Rosa that I had her back, and today was the day she gave me permission. You can't force someone to come forward, but you can be there for them. That is supporting women. This stuff here, links will be in the description about this. But yeah, this stuff was happening before her big match against Sami Callihan. And like I said, I'm not surprised by it. Because Tessa always had some attitude issues. My hope is that when this thing blows up, she's going to look back and say, yeah, I screwed this up badly. And I heard that she apologized to La Rosa. It seems like she did. The next would be a public apology. A full-on public apology, mea culpa, and said that, yes, I said some terrible things, but I'm working to get better. A strong apology, a meaningful apology. I haven't seen that yet. I heard it privately and close, which at the end of the day, the person who felt wrong and righted, that should be it. It should be if you wrong someone, you have to make it right with that person. I believe that. I 100% believe if you gotta go, it's not a public display. If they want to do it in private, that's private and such. If they want to keep that private between them, okay. But if she comes out and says she's apologized for her actions, if she apologizes and says, "Look, I said some stupid stuff. I apologize. I'm learning. I'm trying to be better," then I think it will be a better situation for everybody. To really think that she has learned that. I haven't seen that yet. I hope she does. Because you all know, canceling doesn't do anything. Canceling doesn't do a damn thing. So, yeah, I hope that she learns her lesson from this. Hope the back stuff, she really learns her lesson. And she comes back stronger emotionally, mentally, physically better. So she is talented. Tessa Blanchard is talented. I hope she has a very fruitful reign and more positive reign if she goes out and apologizes. And not only says she's apologized with her words, but also by her actions. I want to see her actions. Again, actions. It's easy to, it's always, again, let me just say this. It's easy to talk about it. Another thing is to be about it. It's another thing to look in your actions and how you do these things and make sure that maybe these words and these situations and such, I need to be better. That's what she should be, not just in a wrestling sense, but also her seeing how she handles things in her life and everything else. Don't be an ass and try to be at least a bit better about it. That's what it is. And that's it for the show. And also, don't be an ass and don't show your ass or you're gonna get blocked on Twitch. I'm sorry. That Impact's getting blocked on Twitch. It just seems like the stupidity can never, ever, ever. It can never win. It can never win. But yeah, that's what it is. But anyway, that's for the show, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening and joining me in the podcast. So remember, this is Dukect. Peace and love. I'll see you when I see y'all. I'll be working on this stuff, working on some really good stuff this weekend and this week. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be great. So, yeah, thanks again for being with me, Dukect. See y'all when I see y'all later.